Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to our Wrestlemania shows. For the next few days, we are going to be looking at some of the dream matches that you guys suggest in the comment section down below. Starting tonight with three big ones: Malenko versus Drew Gulak, Johnny Gargano, Shawn Michaels, and a main event of John Cena versus Ric Flair. And here we go. Starting things off then with Drew Gulak versus Malenko. Pretty interesting one. Maybe not everyone's first thought, but to be honest, it's a match that I think is going to be technically very sound. We've got some great matches lined up then over the next week or so. Got 4 shows going. We've got AJ Styles, Shawn Michaels, Cactus Jack, John Moxley, The Rock versus Reigns, Punk Austin, Jericho, Bret Hart, Sting versus The Undertaker, Chris Benoit, Daniel Bryan, The Fiend, Mankind, DX versus NWO. So all sorts of fantastic matches that really showcase WWE's WrestleMania. So WrestleMania is done and dusted now. What do you guys... What? Well, okay, Malenko's obviously not getting paid by the hour, is he? Malenko not getting paid by the hour at all. Just absolutely demolishes Gulak. It's supposed to be dream matches, Malenko. You're supposed to make it good. Well, there we go. Malenko wins the match in record time against Drew Gulak. Malenko's going to get himself a point. And yeah, Gulak will be very disappointed. Not very often he gets an opportunity in this universe mode. And to be honest, he'll be very disappointed with that quick loss. And here we go then, match number 2 of the evening. Hopefully this time we'll be able to get a conversation going. Yeah, my question was, what do you guys think of WrestleMania this year? I think, from what I can tell, I mean, I had to rush through a little bit of it, but from what I can tell, it looks to me like Night 1 was a pretty good night. Night 2 sort of dropped the ball. I think Night 1 was more the feel-good night. Night 2 was a bit more the storyline-ish sort of night, which was okay, but the quality of the matches just weren't really there. I understand the ending of the main event, but obviously it leaves a bit of a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth the way they did it, but I understand the way they did it, and it's to build up someone in the future. Are they really going to do 2 squashes in a row here? We are proper Vince in this, aren't we? Proper Vince in this. 2 legends just come in and completely wiped the floor with 2 up-and-comers. Oh my word. Well, it looks like we're going to hope that Cena versus Flair goes a bit of a distance just so I can get some adverts on this bloody video at this rate. Wow. 2 absolute squash matches to start things off here. That's crazy. As you can see, Gargano not happy as well. And the new generation here not doing too well against the legends. Vince is squashing them all. And here we go in the main event of the evening. After 2 absolute less than a minute squash matches, we're into the main event of the evening. And of course, this is a big one. John Cena versus Ric Flair. Of course, Flair, does he still hold the record for the most world championships? Is it joint between the 2 now? I'm not 100% sure, but either way, they're battling for it here. Flair now the boot right in the face of John Cena. And hopefully this one will go, yeah, longer than a minute, if we're lucky. As Flair just clothesline taking down John Cena. There's the boot in the back as well. Brings him back up to a standing base and shoulder blocks him down. It's a pretty even match at the moment. Very much back and forth. Cena with the boot in the spine, now bringing Flair back up to a seated base and just twisting away at the neck. Into the pin he goes. It's only a 1 count, though. Flair now locking in. Well, getting locked in. Sorry, I should say with the neck lock. Neck lock? Is that a real thing? Headlock? I don't know. My brain has stopped working again today. My brain didn't start working at all, actually. I don't know what's going on with it. Ric Flair now working over the knee. Of course, not really going for the figure 4 because he's too close to the ropes, but doing some damage to the knee for maybe later on. Again, going after the leg. Cena now bringing Flair back up. There's a right hand right in the gut. And a big right hand to the head as well. As Cena now looking to drop the boot right in the face. Cena now bringing Ric Flair up with a gut wrench. Suplex. Incredible core strength there by Cena. Cena versus Senile. Who wins? I shouldn't say that really, should I? Big boot in the back there by John Cena. Mr. Ric Flair now with a boot in the back of the leg of Cena. And trying to work the leg of Flair could be interesting because it might affect the power he can utilize to lock in the figure 4. I mean, damaging the leg sort of removes the amount of pressure that Flair might be able to impose. Seeing there rocking the 5-knuckle shuffle though into the pin now. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Cena can't believe it, but I think he needs to go one step further than the 5-knuckle shuffle to get the win here. If he can hit an attitude adjustment here on Ric Flair, that would be a big one. And he is looking to line it up. Takes Flair up into the AA. 1, 2. He's done it. John Cena has defeated Ric Flair in what is possibly one of the fastest episodes we've ever had. Absolutely, madly, stupidly fast. But there we go, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Ric Flair loses, John Cena gets himself the point. And that's a big point. I think what I'm going to start doing in the future as well is, I think, not necessarily in this one, because this one's more WrestleMania based, but in the future I might start trying to utilize the stables a bit more, and like in this sort of match, probably have the rest of the Horsemen at ringside to support Ric Flair maybe. I won't do it for the WrestleMania shows because they're very different and they're sort of out of place. But yeah, I think in the future that's definitely something we'll look to do. I think that's the next step I want to take in this universe mode, is really start to build up and enforce the stables. We've got quite a lot of really good, already pre-established stables, and then as we go on, we can create our own as well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this one, as quick and simple as it has been. Tomorrow we're back with AJ Styles versus Shawn Michaels, Cactus Jack versus Jon Moxley, and The Rock versus Roman Reigns. So hopefully tomorrow we'll have a much higher quality of match rather than them just all lasting 2 minutes apiece. But there we go. Anyway, good night. God bless all the other good stuff. Make sure you like and subscribe as well if you're not already. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.